Davey Weaver, what is going on? Dubs Anderson coming to you live from our Los Angeles studios. You're coming in with a bit of gusto here for the Thursday afternoon.
I'm fresh.
Fresh?
This is my Monday.
Looking to fire.
My weekend is over. We're ready to fire off some winners.
I tell you what, you've got to be excited looking ahead to Saturday afternoon out at Churchill Downs. It's closing weekend, the marquee event, the Grade 1 Stephen Foster, and it looks to be a matchup of the ages. The Derby champ from 2024, the classic winner at the back end of last year in Sierra Leone, and a couple of new shooters on the scene.
Well, don't forget that Sierra Leone was also in the Derby and came up just a nose short to Mystic Dan and a nose in front of Forever Young. They're going to be squaring off once more. Of course, Sierra Leone came back and won the Breeders' Cup Classic. Mystic Dan did not have a good end to his 2024 season, but he is back with a nice win last time out in the Blame.
Blitzed him in the Blame Stakes, a bit of a course specialist as well. 3 wins from 4 starts out there beneath the Twin Spires. And it'll just be start number 2 for the calendar for Sierra Leone. They're sitting at 5-2. Projects to be the one to beat, shortest price on the board there. A very competitive field of 7 squaring off. Dave, there's the outlier in Ashcroft at 30-1, but you could arguably say that there's 6 horses that could really take this one out.
Yeah, 5 of the 6 of the inside 6 runners are coming off of graded stakes victories, including Skippy Longstocking, who went to Santa Anita and as the 4-5 favorite won the Gold Cup. That would be the 11th lifetime win for Skippy Longstocking. One of the things that I've noticed about him, when he's in front, he just keeps going, and I don't see a lot of speed in this race. I think he might be able to wire him, and if not, sit just off the pace. He's the winningest horse in the field. He's never won here at Churchill, but he's only had 2 chances to do that. A 5-time winner going the mile and 1/8. He's made kind of quietly almost $4 million, some of that with the Charlestown Classic wins. But I think his horse is still a little bit under the radar and not going to get the respect that he deserves. 6-1 in the morning line. You might get that. The price I don't think you're going to get is the 7-2 on Mindframe. I think he's going to get bet.
Yeah, going to come down there. And for Skippy Longstocking, Dave, the 6-year-old, so versatile as well. Can take the game on the road. Always shows up there for Sappy Joseph. We saw it out at Santa Anita with that last performance in the Gold Cup. Very, very impressive. What do we make of the Godolphin runner for Brad Cox? First Mission. We'll start from the inside here, sitting at 4-1 on the morning line. I thought was very visually impressive in the Oaklawn Handicap Day. Doesn't have that early speed from the jump, but I think we'll stick close enough, and every horse is going to find a trip. They're going to get the racing room, and I think First Mission is going to be very dangerous on Saturday.
Yeah, if you've been following us here on the morning show, we've been tracking the division. White Barrio, Pepito Anna, Sierra Leone, and when this horse won on April the 19th, I told our producer, Chris Whitaker, I said, do we need to add First Mission to the top of the list of the handicap division? Because this was a 109 buyer. He wins by 2. Obviously, if he wins this race, the $1 million Stephen Foster, he goes right to the top of the class.
Top of the class. The first half of 2025, all about the star 3-year-olds. Now we're getting in to some of the stars, the older stars in the sport. In terms of what's at stake here, it's a Breeders' Cup win and you're in. You take out the Stephen Foster, you're punching your ticket into the Longines Classic on the 1st of November down at the Seaside Oval. Entry fees will be covered there by the Breeders' Cup. $10,000 awarded to the nominator and $10,000 travel allowance if based outside California. For all these horses, they've got plenty in the bankroll. They're doing okay, but this is the cherry on top.
We'll probably see all 6 of these horses outside of Ashcroft back in the Breeders' Cup Classic. But it'd be nice to get your ticket punched and paid.
In terms of form lines, truly is one of the biggest races on the calendar. And look at some of the star power that's come out of the Stephen Foster with a win and ran it into the Breeders' Cup Classic later in the year. Gunrunner, decent career there in 2017. We saw Blame in 2010. St. Liam, trained by Robert Frankel, Awesome again in 98, and Black Tie Affair in 1991. So if you take out the Stephen Foster, you've done something pretty special, and you could be the one to catch once we get to the Breeders' Cup Classic. It's a money back special out at Churchill Downs for races 1, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. Race 11, 7 runners will only pay for second there, so you can get up to $10 back for second or third on those select races. That's coming up this Saturday, this